Hello and welcome to the slashGROUP podcast. I'm Derek, your host, and I'm here with Jesse.
Hi.
And Jordan.
Hello. I feel...
Jordan, you screwed it up!
That's
how ASMR works.
I was,
I licked my lips so many times. That's going to sound so good.
It's going to sound great. I was trying to make my lips extra wet, but I don't think it worked because I literally just got home from running to running through a parking lot to drop off truck keys and running to my car and then driving here to do this because I was running late. But, alright. Welcome to the slashGROUP podcast, everybody. This week is going to be... We're going to do a little less structured because we didn't really discuss much. So I think much like Wildcard. So I think much like Jesse and I did, it's going to be kind of like a what games are we playing? What are we looking forward to? Stuff we've seen in the news, blah blah blah. So we'll start off. Jordan,
yes.
What have you been playing?
So I have been on Heroes of the Storm. Today is as of recording this anyways. I know Saturday I'll have already been playing a while of this, but Heroes of the Storm 2.0 released today. So there's giant patch notes. There's a Blizzard cinematic that they released about I'm trying to remember the name of the map. It's Hanamura, I believe.
Hanamura.
And one of the cool things with that, they did show Diablo versus Genji, but they also put d.va.
Ninja versus Satan.
They also put d.va in there.
Is d.va a character?
So she's not yet, but with her being in that trailer,
tease.
it is the tease that she is suggested to be the next character that they'll be releasing into Heroes of the Storm.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty cool, and it's a nice little trailer. You know, it goes along with Genji's storyline. He talks about how he used to. I mean, I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the exact script of what he said. Oh, you can go and watch the video yourself. But he more or less says, "Oh man, I sure fought alone pretty hard, but then I remembered you can fight with teammates," and then that's when d.va comes in. And starts helping.
That sounds like something that Genji would say.
Yeah.
You can fight with teammates for only $29.99.
Aw,
I'm a little lonely ninja, but I have friends that can fight by my side.
So that cinematic.
Genji 2017.
Hashtag lonely ninja. So there's that cinematic that I watched, and that's pretty cool. I'm excited to play Heroes 2.0. There's all sorts of big changes that we talked about on our last podcast.
Last week.
About the progression system, the currency, the skins, the tags, the banners, the emojis, all sorts of stuff.
Everything.
Obviously, I watched the podcast, but meaning
was that sarcasm?
Yeah, it was. So I'm still confused because the patch to me seems like 2.0 is mostly a facelift on progression, but
I
gameplay,
think that it's more.
Yeah, they're making it fresh again. They're making it new. They are going to actually make it matter, I should say, because before the progression system was just like, hey, you've leveled your account up to level 40. That's it. You're done.
Okay.
Just level up characters. And
there's
now
not much gameplay changes.
Well, there's gameplay changes in the sense of how you can get things more randomly. I guess it benefits
loot boxes.
I was gonna say it benefits the free player more than the people that pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because now that you have these levels for your account, I believe. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring it up so I don't misquote it. Every 10 player levels, you will get one epic loot chest, 55 maximum. So the 55 maximum, I bring a question. Does that mean you cannot hold more than 55? Or does that mean you cannot obtain more than 55? And then it says every 100 player levels, you will get one veteran loot chest. And obviously that'll have better things in them, a more unique reward. It'll guarantee
loot boxes.
It guarantees at least one legendary item.
It guarantees one San Diego Comic-Con Groot pop vinyl figure.
Yes, that'd be great. You'd be playing Heroes all the time.
So how many games would you say it takes to get a level? Because 100 is kind of, I mean, that's a lot.
Well, I'll be honest. I haven't leveled. That's the thing about the progression system. I haven't cared about it ever since I hit 40. When I hit 40, that's it. There's nothing. There's nothing else to do.
Okay,
But now there is.
Now there is. Once I jump into the game more, I'm gonna see, because for each hero level past level 1, you're going to get those levels counted on your account level, I should say. So if you have 5 heroes that are level 5, your hero level, your account level will be 20. Now you may be asking, well, Jordan, wait, 5 times 5 is 25. It does not count the level 1. And
Oh
the
my
reason for
God.
that, the reason for that being, I could go and buy, if I wanted right now, I don't want to, but if I wanted to, I could go and buy every hero character right now. They will all be set at level 1. Well, I haven't played them, so they're not going to count you for not playing heroes. They're going to count the heroes that actually
that makes
you've
sense.
leveled up. So that's something that I do. I only have one hero that's level 10, and then I just have a bunch of other heroes that are spread out, between
Who is it,
levels.
Jordan? Who's your level 10?
My level 10
Tell
is
us.
Butcher. I really enjoyed his quest and playing as an assassin. I
eating meat.
enjoy killing people, getting the meat.
Meat. Give me meat.
But, enough from heroes. I'm sure I'll talk about that more later on. I'm sure I'll do a video, a playing video of that. My other trailer I would like to bring up that I did see. It's a story trailer. It's the first one. It got released today. Today being Tuesday, is the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story trailer.
I heard about that. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard people are hyped about it.
I actually am going to jump on the hype train with this one just because the
What?
The
No,
story
Jordan, you're not allowed to.
Yo,
You're not allowed to board the hype train.
I'm boarding this hype train right now.
No.
I've already
you're
got
not-
my
you're
tickets. My bags are packed.
You're not supposed to. That's not your job. That's our job. Our job's the hype train.
So,
I'll be the grump.
I'm going to go ahead and not I'm not going to say the whole thing, but there are 2 villains, one of them being from the Capcom universe and one of them being from the Marvel universe. Very similar in... I'm trying not to ruin it for you two, because you haven't seen it yet. But
I don't give a fuck. I literally
Yeah,
could
to
not
be
care
honest, I
any
probably
less.
won't watch it.
Oh, okay, all right. So, spoiler alert, you've been warned and spoiled alerted. Skip
For the
a
trailer.
couple minutes ahead from now. So,
No, just listen.
Oh,
don't
or just
don't
listen.
tell people
Oh,
to
okay.
don't
Don't
tell
skip.
people to ruin our
right, keep
our watch time.
so it is from the Capcom universe. It's Sigma, who is from the Mega Man X games,
Yes.
And-
Oh, I know who that is.
and
totally.
Ultron
Me too.
from the Marvel universe, Ultron.
Ultron.
So, in the trailer, the first couple of seconds, they're talking to each other about how they want to exterminate humanity and exterminate life, and then they fuse, and the character that they
What?
fuse into is Ultron Sigma.
What
And
the fuck does that even mean?
They
they
have
become
sex.
one being. They become one being. If you
They
know,
do the Dragon Ball fusion.
well, if you know anything about Sigma, at least, I mean, Ultron is a robot. You're
Yeah.
an android, whatever.
Yeah.
Sigma
is kind of a robot too,
Sigma
isn't
is also a robot. Yeah.
he? Yeah.
So,
He has a human face though, doesn't he?
he has a human face, but I mean, so does Mega Man. Mega Man is a fighting robot.
That's true.
Mega Man.
That's true.
Oh, I missed that cartoon. Damn.
But the cool thing with that trailer, it shows all sorts of heroes battling. It shows Captain America. It shows Mega Man. It shows Hawkeye. It shows Chun-Li. It shows Strider. And then towards the end, there's a little joke put in there. Rocket Raccoon jokes with Mega Man, asking how many kills he got with his gun, because his arm cannon is so
Yeah.
big. But
Yeah.
if you know Mega Man, he's not a killer. He's more of a pacifist, even though
Yeah.
He's a fighting robot.
He's a fighting robot.
Even though his arm is a fucking cannon.
Yes.
I don't want to hurt people, but I'll fucking murder everybody if I have to.
Or I guess we're kind of splitting hairs though, because Mega Man X is different from Mega Man. Mega Man X was tasked with being a Maverick hunter, and he wasn't a Maverick hugger.
Yeah. Mega Man, the Maverick Hugger.
I'm gonna
new
hug
game
you.
for the Nintendo Switch.
So that's gonna be cool, I think.
Yeah.
They showcased a little bit of his of I guess Ultron Sigma's henchmen and whatnot invading the multiverse. So should be interesting. And I know I'm a fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games. I don't know how religiously you guys might have played them or not.
I literally have not played with them once. I'm not a big fighting game fan. Like, I play Smash Bros poorly, and I kicked your ass at
Pokken tournament.
That too. But no, I was thinking of when I played Mortal Kombat that one time with you. We played that board smashing game. I kicked your ass.
Oh, that is right.
The only games that I've played really...
Jordan pushed that memory down into the deepest parts of his brain. I just brought it back up. I was like, Jordan, I've never played this game before. I'm gonna suck. And he's like, oh, it's okay. And then I beat the shit out of him.
The only fighting games that I've played were way back, like Soul Calibur 2.
Oh yeah, we played that in college too. Because I was like, hey guys, have you ever played Soul Calibur?
I played Soul Calibur 2 back on the GameCube. I was obsessed with that one. And then
I just remember I bought it on the Xbox 360 because I hadn't played in a while. I don't remember which one I got. I got used at GameStop, and then I ended up selling it to Paul for free.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Oh, you sold it for free?
Yeah, I didn't. I just told him to have it because I was just gonna get rid of it because I was getting rid of my Xbox because I didn't care anymore.
I would think we tried playing it and it wasn't good.
It wasn't as good.
We were just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, my personal experience of fighting games started with the Sega Genesis with Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
My dad.
A lot of people
got me into
started
that.
there. Yeah.
And
I played those games too.
Loved the Street Fighter-esque level of fighting games as far as it goes for having a health bar, having a power gauge bar, and a full roster of a bunch of characters. But really, there's only 2 or 3 of them that are copycats of each other, and they're really good and constantly firing projectiles. Don't bring a fist to a gunfight.
Unless your fists are made of bulletproof material and you can do it.
Unless your fist is a gun. Okay.
Oh yeah, unless you're Mega Man, then you can.
So yeah, I've always liked the Marvel vs.
circle.
Capcom just for it's basically fan service.
Yeah, but not the booby kind of fan service.
Exactly. If you've ever wanted to see Iron Man take on Sagat, you can't.
Do they have any?
But if you wanted to see,
do they have any Monster Hunter characters in Marvel vs. Capcom?
That's a Capcom franchise, right?
Yeah.
Are there any memorable Monster Hunter characters though?
No, they could have a generic hunter though.
I mean, yeah, true.
They could have a generic or I guess because it's a new one, they could have a character from Monster Hunter Stories, which came out in Japan last year, and it's coming to the U.S. this summer.
I gotta say, I don't know. It does say, however, the salty part of this trailer being at the very end where it says, hold on here.
This game isn't coming out for another 20 years.
Oh, well, I mean, not that, but it says Deluxe Edition includes 6 all-new DLC characters, 6 premium costumes. Wow. And it features Sigma. So
you have to get it.
That's the one thing that, unfortunately
grinds your gears.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole, hey, here's this stuff that's right here, but you can't get it until you get the special edition, or you got to make sure you pre-order this, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's annoying. I hate that.
If it's something that can be unlocked in game, I'm totally down for that. But if it's just a couple characters, versus them doing an actual DLC pack where there's more maps or something like that, that was the one thing that kind of bugged me about a couple of the fighting games, their DLC and whatnot. Going with Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Street Fighter 5 I didn't actually even play, just because I heard that they did pretty poorly. I don't think it actually had like a story mode when it launched, which...
I'm going to cut you off, and I'm going to make some noise real quick.
Okay.
Because we're going to... I know I said we're going to keep it kind of leisurely, but I'm going to switch over topics because we've been talking about fighting games for almost 20 minutes.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm down for something else. That was what I experienced, or that's what I'm experiencing right now, pretty currently.
Yeah, you're now in gaming. So my now in gaming, I mean, I am very close to beating Zelda. I finished the 4 main things, and I can go fight Ganon, and yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm scared to go fight Ganon, but the thing that I am semi excited for, not really, because there wasn't a lot announced, but Nintendo had their first big direct since the Switch came out. So we kind of got a glimpse into what's coming out for that, which isn't, I mean, it's nothing really. I'm actually more excited about some of the 3DS stuff that they announced, which I was kind of expecting them to not be doing anything really for the 3DS anymore, now that the Switch is out. But they announced You get why they
I get why they are. I honestly think that E3, they're probably not going to show any or very little 3DS stuff because I think they're trying to move everything to the Switch. But they had a fail-safe just in case Switch was, if it didn't do well. So you at least had something to fall back on.
Okay, so they announced a new Pikmin game, which it's the first 2D platformer Pikmin, which I think is interesting. So it's called Hey Pikmin, and it comes out in July.
Hey Pikmin.
Hey Pikmin, what's up?
Hey brother.
So that's interesting. I mean, it looks like a platformer, but with Pikmin. I'm assuming it's going to be puzzly, and you're going to use the Pikmin to solve puzzles, blah, blah, blah. Another one that was announced that I made note of was this game called Ever Oasis, which comes out in June, which is like an RPG, a JRPG. It looked really interesting. I don't remember why I thought it was interesting, because I made these notes like a week and a half ago. But that one looked interesting. I'm definitely going to look more into it eventually. If I had more time before this, I probably would have looked into it again, but I was running through Boston 20 minutes ago. No, like an hour ago.
That was a fast trip then.
Yeah, no, it was like an hour and a half ago. But
he was sprinting.
Exactly. But the big one, which I just mentioned earlier, is Monster Hunter Stories, which it's not a new Monster Hunter game, which I'm fine with. It's like a new take on it where you have these little chibi-looking characters, or like little cute characters, and they actually ride on top of the monsters, and you like get new monsters to ride on and battle and stuff like that. So it's like a turn-based combat game, RPG type scenario. So I'm interested to see that, because I mean, Monster Hunter's literally been the same thing since Monster Hunter 1, where you are generic hero, you fight your way through low-level monsters to get to a boss monster, and then kind of start all over again in a new zone, etc., until you get to the end game and you have the best armor. So I'm excited to have like a new take on Monster Hunter. I got an amiibo for it already, because they released in Japan like last year, as I said, and the amiibos are really cute, and I've been wanting one since they were announced, but I couldn't justify importing it from Japan because the game wasn't coming to the US as far as I knew, so it'd almost just be a useless $30 import. But one, the price went down considerably since they were released, and two, we're getting the game, so I ordered a Japanese one for $15 off Amazon, which is probably what they're going to be when they get here. So
it's pretty good.
I'm excited. Yeah, they're super cool. They're pretty large amiibo. They're not as big as like the Guardian amiibo from Breath of the Wild, but they're probably bigger than any other amiibo I have.
So big! Oh my gosh!
It's so big and so cool. Look at it. I want to just look at it all the time. I sit here in my chair and I look at it and I go, wow, that's an amiibo. Cool.
All right, Derek, fireball around. Go, Jesse, go.
fireball around?
Wait, for what? Oh wait, here's more. Okay,
Well, wait,
Utopia
there's
3DS, sometime 2017. It's a JRPG battle system. I don't understand how it works, but you use Mii's and you fight things with them.
Sounds lame.
They showed Reggie. It's really dumb. I don't know. It looks like one of those like free 3DS games. Kirby 25th anniversary. My note is boring, so skip that.
Hold on, wait. We have. There's a note that just got passed up from the audience. They said, "What about Metroid? Any Metroid?"
Let me get through my list.
Damn it.
New amiibo.
No, is
3
the
new
answer.
Zelda amiibo. Goron mask from the Goron mask. Zelda or Link from Majora's Mask. That one unlocks the fucking Fierce Deity armor in Breath of the Wild, so I want that. A Twilight Princess Link and a Skyward Sword Link. Those come out in June. Then finally, Cloud, Corn, and Bayonetta were announced. The final 3 characters from Smash.
Forgot about them.
They each have 2 versions, which is dumb, but whatever. I'm over it. And then ARMS has the release date of the 16th of June, which I'm excited about because I think that game looks fun. They announced a new character that has noodles for arms, and I'm going to play her exclusively because she's super cute and has noodles for arms.
Not just noodles, ramen.
They announced...
It's ramen. Like, it's...
Yeah, it's ramen.
They hyped that up
It's
so
ramen
much.
noodles. She's super Japanese and not racist. She definitely doesn't have dragon noodles for arms. They announced new yellow Joy-Con. Who the fuck cares? They announced
a lot of
Joy-Con
people
battery
probably
life extenders. What?
A lot of people probably care about that since there's only 2 right now. Everyone's gonna fucking fight
There's
over
3, Jesse.
Oh,
There's gray,
snap.
there's red, and there's blue.
I wouldn't say gray is like...
Hey, look. If you're a dog, all of
Hey.
them are gray. So.
Gray.
True.
That's true, Jordan. Okay, Joy-Con battery life extender. It uses like AAA batteries. What the fuck is wrong
Why
with
a
that?
Joy-Con
That's my
extender?
note.
Why would you... I don't... I want a battery pack for the Switch, not my damn controllers.
Your battery's
Mario
awesome.
Kart 8 Deluxe. They have new battle modes. That's my note.
I
so
pre-ordered
I
that,
don't
by the way,
remember.
last night at like 12:30. So
Oh yeah,
It's
so
gonna be here on
last
Friday.
weekend our friend Paul told us, hey guys, if you pre-order Mario Kart 8 on Amazon and have Prime, it's like $16 off. And I was like, what? Fuck GameStop. So I pre-ordered it like that second. Minecraft Switch. Don't care. Why do they keep releasing Minecraft on consoles?
That's gonna sell well. The amount of
think?
I think anyone that plays Minecraft still is gonna drool over that.
That
being able
has
to
a
play it
Switch.
everywhere. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. But you can play it on your phone, can't you?
Yeah, but again, mobile gaming, lol.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fine. Maybe people will buy it. That's May 11th. Sonic Forces.
No,
I
Sonic
don't remember
Mania.
what that is. Oh, no, Sonic Forces. It's a new 3D Zelda, or Sonic.
What?
Not 3D
No.
Zelda. New 3D Sonic.
They've done that before.
So, Game Grumps will play that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sonic Mania is this summer.
I'm looking forward to both.
Which
Sonic
Sonic
Mania, I
Mania
think, will be
is-
fun.
That's the new. They just did.
They're like, all right,
they're
listen, you
making
guys
new
want us to go
levels of
backwards?
old
All right,
2D.
fine, we'll go
did
backwards.
you play? Did you play Sonic Generations, Jordan?
I played a little
I
bit of
did.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
play.
love that.
It was
I
fun.
only played the. Oh wait, no. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Sonic 4. I didn't actually
Okay.
play Generations.
You would like Generations a lot. If you like Generations,
Generations
was the last
is really
good
fun.
one
Well,
that they made.
Isn't that one? Didn't that one do the 3D parts though? I don't like the 3D Sonic.
It's done well.
It's-
It goes
it's
back
mixed.
and forth between
Yeah.
2D and 3D. So I would check that one
It's
out.
good. I like it.
It's cheap too.
Yeah. And then the only 2 things they have left, they have a limited release of the Switch docks, which I don't understand why that's limited, but if you need a
It's
dock,
Nintendo.
it
That's why.
look.
It's
if you
limited
want a second
because
dock
they
so you
want to
can
sell as much as they can, and then they'll be like, "Lol, JK, we're making more."
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't need one, but if you need one, be on the lookout.
My God, this
and then
last
Splatoon
thing
2,
that you talk about better be Metroid.
Splatoon 2. It's
And Nintendo, if you want my money, make a new Metroid game. That's good, by the way. Not
Yeah,
other round.
No,
I know.
That doesn't count.
E3.
Well, so I was watching the direct on YouTube, and they had like the chat, and everyone was like, "New Pokemon game for the Switch, Metroid, new Metroid game, Pokemon, Metroid, Pokemon, Metroid, Pokemon, Metroid." Like literally, the whole chat was just all people wanting like at least a glimpse at a new Pokemon game for the Switch or a new Metroid game for the Switch.
I mean,
At least with that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say before before they, continue or whatever, does Nintendo like know that sometimes they're disconnected with some of their fan base that, you know, wanted something and they could totally do it, but then they just decide not to? Like they go into another direction with it?
Here's the thing with that is that Metroid has never been a good selling like thing for them. They go by numbers, and like, so if you look at sales numbers for any of the Metroid Prime games, they were not good. Like they were okay, but not like spectacular like Zelda or Mario. And Zelda is another one where it's like it sells really well, but not on the level of Mario or anything like that. So like you have a specific like hardcore Metroid fan base.
It's a darker
really
game.
Wants a game.
I feel
exactly.
like it's the darkest. Well, no, not the darkest, but it's a darker main IP from Nintendo that I don't know, they just they've wanted to, in my eyes, geared more towards kids and more younger audience, a broader audience I should say, that will, more people will go and play the Mario because it appeals to a lot of people. Whereas, Metroid does, I guess it does only appeal to a certain crowd, which, like you said, based on the numbers, maybe that crowd is just not that big. But damn it, I'm a part of that crowd.
I am too. I would love another 2D, like, because I loved like Metroid Fusion and Metroid.
Absolutely loved it.
All those types, like
Super Metroid.
Yeah, exactly. Those are awesome.
Zero Mission, that was awesome.
Zero Mission was really good too.
They could do, if they wanted to, I mean, they totally could, and I would probably buy it, if they were to do a remake, whatever, of Metroid 2, since Zero Mission was a remake of the first Metroid, they could totally do that, but I don't know. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We're all hoping for E3 that they're gonna drop, because like you can't be surprised when, I know what you're saying about people in the chat being like, "Where's Pokemon and Metroid?" When people are getting upset over them not announcing stuff like that, when literally the title of the Direct was Splatoon and ARMS.
Oh,
Nintendo Direct.
All right.
So it was like, you're not gonna get those kind of announcements, and of course they're not gonna. They need to hype people up at E3 because. Like that's it's been said by Reggie that it's like we have a lot of stuff that we're gonna showcase there, so just gotta wait.
They can't do what they did in 2015 when they're like, we have one thing to show you and one thing only, this Zelda game that won't come out for 2 years.
Yay!
Yeah. Like, that was, I mean, I liked it because I was super hyped, but then the fucking release date got pushed back. Because they're in 2015, they're like, it's coming out next year, so that made sense, but it didn't.
It was they wanted it to because it was the 30th anniversary. So
yeah, but
was that a Skyward Sword?
No, Skyward Sword was
that was Breath of the Wild.
25th.
Breath of the Wild, they announced it. Not, they didn't announce Breath of the Wild, but they announced the new Zelda game in 2015.
Oh, okay.
And they showed, I don't know if you remember Jordan or Jesse, but it was like
wasn't it Shigeru
it was like
Miyamoto narrated it or something?
I don't know. I don't remember. But it was just Link standing in a field, and there's like a guardian that started shooting at him, and then he ran away, and then he like ran through the woods, and then he ran across a bridge and like jumped off the horse and did the slow-mo like arrow.
Oh yes, I do remember that trailer.
Thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was that. That's what they showed.
And they just called it Legend of Zelda at the time, because.
And they're like, they're
like New Legend of Zelda 2016,
and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And they all came their pants and then they all got fucking blue balls because it didn't come out for 2 years. So, but whatever. I think they need to do a better job at E3, especially if they're not going to be at E3, because I don't think they have been. They've just been doing their direct things,
which is fine.
If they, and I guess it is. It saves them money by not spending all the money on all the displays and everything.
Well, they can. I mean, you saw how their last press conference went with them putting on a show. It was fucking. Ugh. So like.
Well, that was bad for a different reason.
Yeah, but they don't have to put on a show with the Direct. They can just like get really, especially the new formula that they did with the last one, where it was just like bang, 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 like one after the other.
That was good. I did like how they set up that Direct.
Yeah,
I will say.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I get into what I've been playing? Because
no.
Why?
Fuck you, Jesse. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, I bought Persona 5 on
Yes.
the 20th.
PS4.
On the PS4. I bought it on the 20th, and it's basically crack cocaine, the game. I have about 33
Is it that good?
I have 33 hours in the game so far.
Oh.
And I've had it for 5 days. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's really good. It's basically it's a really dark game, like story-wise. Actually, I was kind of surprised, but it's basically anime the game, and it's a social sim kind of thing.
Wait. Is it crack cocaine the game or is it anime the game? Because now I'm confused.
I mean both.
You've lost me.
It's
Jesse.
both. Like it's
Anime crack cocaine the
exactly.
game.
It's a JRPG that the tutorial, like I say tutorial, but it really kind of isn't. Like you need it to be that way because there's so much shit in the game. The tutorial lasts like 6 hours, and after that, it's kind of just like, all right, go, and you have this schedule. You have a calendar, and you're a high school kid, and you have a calendar that's like, all right, this is when this is going to happen. If you do not finish this task within the time limit that you have, game over. So
that sounds like real life.
Right, exactly. So like you have to manage like your relationships with your teammates that you get, and also like finishing the dungeons that you have, which are called like palaces in the game. Okay. So you have a time limit to finish the palaces, but like if you enhance your relationships, your character has what's called a persona, and like your personas get stronger based on your friendships that you make in the game, and like so there's this whole system that works like super well between both worlds, because like half the game is social sim and half the game is like combat dungeon, which is also really really good, and it's a weird like mix that works super well. And as my first Persona, I'm fucking digging the shit out of it. So you know, I probably won't go back to play the old ones because the old one was for the Vita for Persona 4 Golden. And
didn't they do Persona 4 on the 3DS?
Did it? No. Persona 4 Gold.
Sure?
I don't think it would have been able to handle it. I can check, but Persona 4 Golden is the one that everyone.
Oh no, they did Persona Q: Shadow of the Lava.
Whoa.
So
that's what I remember. It came in a really cool box, like the special edition. I'd see it in the stores, and I'd be like, it came with tarot cards, and I was like, I want those tarot cards.
Yeah. But like it's addicting. And every moment that I have where I'm like doing something, I'm like, I just want to play more Persona. Obviously, I've had it for 5 days and I already have like 33 fucking hours in the game. So
yeah, that's crazy.
It's really good. If you haven't played, if you're into RPGs like turn-based RPGs and JRPGs, definitely like pick this one up because it's phenomenal.
Is it? Because you're also a fan of Bravely Default and Bravely Second. Yep. Is it better or on par or?
It's the combat in Bravely Second and Default I think is better. Not saying that Persona's bad, it's just different. Like it's a game that like just look on YouTube and just watch the menus in the game. Like there's so much style that it's just like holy shit, everything you do feels and looks really really cool.
So it's swaggy is what
exactly.
you're saying.
And
swaggy anime crack.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how polished and like just classy and swaggy it looks, I guess.
Nice. So
like it's a game that if you've never played a Persona game before, I would hop in and give it a try because you know, it's good. The only downfall is that I'm 33 hours in and I don't think I'm even halfway yet. This is at least a 100-hour plus game. So because I guess you wouldn't know the answer to this, but does the story make sense without having played? Yes. It's like a Final
Wait,
Fantasy.
I answered that.
Oh, I thought that was Jesse for a second.
Yeah. No. It's like a Final Fantasy. You can hop in like to anyone, and it'll all make sense. Okay. So, yeah, it's. I mean, you have to kind of like, it's a good thing that the tutorial takes as long as it does. And I say tutorial, but it's just like a giant story setup. And you need to like get all your party members. You need to learn how to do the different palaces and how to do like the social aspect of the game as well. So,
Gotcha.
but like once you get like through that, the game really, really opens up, and you can kind of you can have weird relationships with people. I mean relationships mean like sexual relationships,
Just like real life.
with like your teachers and like professional.
Just like real life.
Like, I'm gonna kind of spoil one on one character, but like you have a homeroom teacher that is just like a huge, like, she's kind of mean to you in the
A
beginning,
slut.
and then like
Oh.
you get a situation where you have your friends and you call this like maid service, quote unquote, and she's in costume and she shows up and she's like, please don't tell anybody, I'll give you my number.
Oh,
And you can
jeez.
actually call her again and like keep having her show up and like get a relationship that way.
That's hot.
And like there's you can have relationships with like older people and along with like some other ones too. It's interesting. So
My favorite. I love having sex with old ladies.
yep, and maid costumes. So
Hot. So sexy.
exactly. But yeah, that's all I've been playing because
Yeah. Well, that explains why I passed you in Zelda.
exactly.
Because you were slightly ahead of me, and now I'm a bit past you.
Yep, exactly.
But we'll see. We'll see if I grow the balls to fight Ganon. I'm nervous. I am always nervous before Ganon fight for some
Yeah,
reason.
I have a question for Legend of Zelda. If you don't have another thing to go to real quick, I know I'm eventually gonna play it. It's probably gonna be a while. But is there a
Yep.
point, like the side quests wise? Can you just keep doing side quests? Like, is there like a random generator on that, or is it like a finite?
No, there's a finite amount of side
Okay.
quests.
Yeah. Honestly though, if
I guess
you're
that's a good thing, though.
if you're into collecting stuff, there's 900 Korok seeds that you can find.
Oof.
Yeah. So and Jordan, the Koroks are just like in random ass places. They're invisible one. So there's like five different ways you can like make them appear. There's like offering things, so you'll see like little statues with bowls with like items inside with one missing, so you put that item in the bowl and one will appear. That one is pretty obvious. There's like mini puzzles where there's like a cube and it's missing a corner, and you have to go find the cube and put it back in place. Then there's lift a random fucking rock. Literally a rock on the ground, you have to lift it up, and there it is, the Korok's underneath it. But it's just a fucking random rock. Like, there's a million of them in the game, and only specific ones have fucking Koroks under them. And then there's like races. So like you stand on like a little Korok stump, and it's like, get to this point in this amount of time, and I'll be
You
there.
have stepped on the Korok blade of grass. Congratulations.
Yeah. And then there's like a one where there's like targets that fly through the air, and you have to pop them all, and then one will appear. So that's like fun. But yeah, there's 900 of them. So
And then,
fuck that
I
noise.
think 140 shrines.
Yeah, something like that. There's a lot of shrines. I don't even think I'm close to that.
I've got, like, 41.
I'm at like 14 hearts.
I'm at none.
So
Yeah.
14 hearts, and I have two full things of stamina. So I upgraded it for one extra circle.
Oh, okay. You have more stamina than me.
Um,
I think I have the same amount of hearts as you.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to get like one more heart before I go fight Ganon, just because I feel like 15 is a good solid number.
yeah, and bring plenty of food and fairies.
Yeah, that's what Paul suggested, is lots of food. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get some more fairies, and then I'm gonna cook up food for like a half hour, and then
Yeah.
then go fight him.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that should be good. I guess to wrap this up, because Jordan wanted this to be a shorter episode because he has to go make dinner, because his girlfriend is hungry.
Sorry.
I guess like any games that you want to see announced in the near future, or any games you're excited to be released in the near future, and then we'll wrap it up. So feel free, go fight for it, fight for the mic.
Sure. Games that that I want announced, or games that I'm like excited that I know are coming.
Either.
Okay. I think the obvious answer for me, as far as a Switch owner goes, is Switch Pokemon. I think we talked about this before already. And then I would definitely want to see. I cannot wait to see how Mario Odyssey turns out.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to Sonic Mania. That was supposed to come out this month, but it got delayed.
Yeah.
And and then Sonic Forces, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one too because I really love Generations, and so that'll be a good one. I'm excited for those too. So yeah, that's but I also have so many other fucking games that I still need to play. I still need to Nier, Mass Effect. Need to get back into Horizon and all these games. So.
Oh, you never beat Horizon? Zero Dawn?
No, dude. I bought Horizon and then went to Florida and then was sad that I didn't have a Switch and then found a Switch and then played Zelda.
If I were to say top contenders for Game of the Year, I would say that would be in the top 3 at least.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good game.
I'm going to get back to it. The story hasn't hooked me as much as I would have liked it to.
How far in are you?
I mean, I got past the she's
Have you left the village?
Yeah.
Okay, have you got much further after that or just a little after that?
I mean, probably a little bit. I mean, honestly, I haven't played in a month-ish or so.
That's a game that I really enjoyed all the stories told in the game, which is cool, but there is little excerpts that you can read and you can listen in. There's audio files and text files that you can find.
Yeah.
Oh boy, my favorite. I love when games tell story through fucking
no.
collectibles.
You can. It gives more story. It gives all the story just playing the campaign. But if you want more story, if you're like, oh well, that they don't explain this. Why don't they explain this? Well, you can see a little bit more into that.
That was one of.
Or you can Google it.
That was one of the things I liked about BioShock Infinite when I played that. There's a lot you don't need to know necessarily, but there's a ton of backstory that you end up learning about if you find those diaries, which I liked because I played that game 4 fucking times and it's still one of my favorites. So,
Jordan, go games that you're excited about, games that you want to see in the future.
I guess I am excited for. I don't know. I'm really excited about Heroes 2.0. I'm really wanting to.
That's already out, Jordan.
Really
in the future.
Go and play it now. Injustice 2, I guess. I'm excited for that. That's a fighter that's going to be coming out.
Yep.
I want to give a chance at Prey. I think that comes out next month or the month after.
A couple of weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're almost at the end of April. And then I do want to get the Crash Bandicoot remaster trilogy.
Oh, dude, yes.
I'm actually pretty excited about that.
My dad, who has not played a video game since Tomb Raider 2, I think, because he used to play Crash Bandicoot with me when I was a kid, and he even mentioned me. He's like, hey, my coworkers telling me that Crash Bandicoot's coming out. Are you gonna get it? And he's excited for that too. So that'd be fun.
So yeah, those are probably my
the
top ones that are on my mind right now.
All right. For me, games I'm looking forward to in the future, Battlefront 2, they did a trailer for, which I'm excited for because it's going to, unlike the first Battlefront they put out, it's going to have all of the movies together, so that'll be cool.
I can see where that story's going, though. You're playing a bad guy, and I can just see how it's going to be I'm on the wrong side, and then you join the other one.
I don't know. We'll see. So, Battlefront 2. Yeah, Jordan?
I was going to say, have you guys heard about this game Vampire? I just had read about it today.
Oh, yeah, Vampire. I love them.
It's
No.
Yeah, that was a no on, me.
I guess it was in E3 2016, but I haven't seen any other. It's supposed to be slated for 2017, so I don't know. Maybe they'll introduce more information about it this E3. But it's kind of cool. The premise is that you are a doctor that becomes a vampire, and so doctors save lives, but vampires need to take life in order to survive. So the main mechanic with the game is you need to kill people in order to survive. You need to feed, but the people that you kill actually will affect the story later on. The ones that you feed from. So you can quote unquote be a good guy if you feed on the quote unquote bad people, but that'll also affect the way that certain NPCs react with you and whatnot. And you can actually feed on some of the NPCs. So I just had read about that today, and that intrigued me. I never had even heard about that last year, but it's supposed to be slated for this year.
Cool.
Neat.
Well, I'll look into that, and maybe that'll interest me. I'm looking forward to Splatoon 2, and things that I want to hear announced in the near future. So coming into E3, I want to hear something about like a Smash for the Switch. I want to hear about a Monster Hunter for the Switch, and now that it's on my mind, I want to hear about a Bravely Default game
Bravely
for
Third
the Switch, because I think that'd be cool. Bravely Third. That'd be neat. But yeah, so I think that's it. You guys don't have anything else to say?
Well, did you ever finish Bravely Second?
Bravely Second, yes.
Okay.
I beat it. So I beat it, and I did the repeat part.
Okay.
So yeah, I beat it. I was trying to think if there was more after that, but no, that I beat it. Okay. I did not beat the first one though, because it fucking repeats too much.
Yeah,
so.
I'm glad I beat that for you, so you didn't have to experience what I did.
Yeah. So Jordan, the one thing with the Bravely series is that played. Yeah, they're JRPGs. They repeat like history, so you replay the same stuff, but it has like different dialogue and whatnot.
Yeah, like you've gone through the game once, or kind of, and then it's just like, oh, lol, we're going like back in time to experience this again, kind of, and then, but after a certain point in the game, it just is the exact same dialogue like 8 times. Yeah. And then it's just like, oh wait, this 9th time you do it, it's going to be different. So.
Yeah. So, but it is fun. I do like the game. Anyway, that's it. Jordan's got to go feed a hungry girlfriend. No! I gotta go feed a hungry me.
Me too, actually.
And Jesse's gotta go poop. So thanks for watching this. Thanks for watching this week's /group podcast, everyone. And we'll catch you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.